Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. And Kitty. We are back at Abiotic Factor tonight. Because I want to progress some more. Yeah. Don't chew your butt right now. Hey. He's starting off strong tonight again. He's starting off strong. Squish the kitty. Squish the kitty. Alright. So, Abiotic Factor. Last time, we rode a train and we opened up a black hole so that we could get to the labs. Now we gotta see what's in the labs. I think I dipped my toes ever so briefly, but I did not go all the way. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna see what's in the labs. Morning. Wonderful. Good. I'm gonna need you to not be butt. Go, sure. Alright, how are we doing? Need a nap? Pockets are good. Got lots of ammo. Fell in love with the scrap shotgun scrap last time. It's wonderful. Ah. Oh, right. You know, the space thing messes with me. Space to get up, which means it's not space to jump. Boop. Okay, that's better. But we do have this lovely thing, which I actually need to use. But I need to remember not to leave my door closed if I use it. So we're good, right? I could use a thing of soup to bring with me. Sure, that one. All right, if I'm going to use the zip line more often, I'm going to need to move that bed. Maybe we'll have to make a bedroom tonight. Alright, so I think this is the fastest way to get to the new zone. Pretty sure. So we have to go to the synchrotron. And it might be that this isn't the fastest way, it might be that going down to the road and then across is the fastest way, but I'm not entirely sure. Because I don't really have this place mentally mapped just yet. I think we opened this door, didn't we? Yeah. 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 Okay. And then we've got the elevator. Elevator? Elevator's over there. So that's the black hole that we opened up. That little blank space there. This black hole that we opened up. Let's get good on that one. Ladder, I guess. Howdy, Demos. How's it going? Can we talk to this guy? Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright. What's the easiest? I think we go down that way to go through the hole. I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest way to get into this place. I think this might be the spot to the road. Yeah, this is the road spot. So maybe it's easier to go down the road. I don't really know. I think the enemies respawn, and if they do respawn, then it wouldn't be great to go down the road. I don't know. Watching the original Alien, are you preparing yourself for the upcoming new Alien movie? What does this button do? Button goes that way, which goes okay. So if I hadn't gone through the yellow door, I would have continued this way to here, which would have given me this, which would have taken me to the same place. It's a lot of circuitous pathways going on here. All right, this way then. This way. East is a no. I don't know if jumping into that's going to be a great idea. I don't know yet. Let's go this way, see where this way leads. Just trying to figure out what my pathways are. I need more stamina. Okay, so this is that way. Okay. This is the building that Frake is held up in. So then I could make it all the way to Frake, and then come down this way to the lab space. So we're probably going to have to set up a forward base for 3, because we're now on lengthy jog territory to get to the new labs, at least until we get to the labs enough to... I'm assuming there's going to be a... Ow. I'm assuming there's going to be a tram on the way back. Once we get to that, then we'll be good. Alright. Really not trusting what's going on down here. We got blood splats. We have giant collider ring, I'm assuming. Lots and lots of blood splats. Abiotic factor is going good. I'm digging it. We're definitely hitting some odd territories though. Cascade.
Janet, you always say my science is out of control. This project is different. I feel more in control than I've ever been.
Are you though? Your facility is kind of under attack by armed guards, and your scientists are huddled in corners and building scrap shotguns to stay alive. I don't think that sounds very in control to me. I guess we go that way. Let's go that way. There's a little... Oh, I'm gonna need to build ramps, aren't I? I'm gonna need that. Okay. Build ramps up to that. Okay, bye, Demos.
Are you sure about this, Abe?
Of course I'm sure, Janet.
Do you remember the pocket dimension? I remember the pocket dimension.
This is completely different. We're fighting fire with fire. Mance never let me try this, but if I can just bootstrap the neural array, I should be able to... Aha! Oh no. Janet!
Oh my god, it's loose.
Run, Janet!
Run, Janet, run! They've got superpowers now. Alright, the door was open the whole time. Alright. What is this? Odd contraption.
Fascinating.
Pest teleporter. Fascinating indeed. Alright. So those two, Abe and Janet, they've kind of featured in some of the amusing social media material that this company has been building. Why? Why? Why was that bothered to be locked? The door was open because the glass is broken. Yeah, whatever. And the one I just saw featured them talking over that little critter. That was kind of amusing.
This is Dr. Mance. If you had asked me 5 years ago what our chances of using the perforation system as a stable travel network were, I would have assumed I was talking to an imbecile. Today, such a network seems within our grasp. The T3 unit, or the Dark Lens they're calling it, has proven exceptionally successful. There are few places on Earth we cannot access under stable conditions. And finally, we can create those stable conditions. In theory. I would say our ambitions have extended far beyond their origins. Far beyond.
Far beyond. Good man. Alright. One more sippy. Because it's there. Alright. So... you can go through here. You can go through here. Can't go through there. Laboratories. XR containment, wildlife pens, and roadway. So there is a possibility of going back that way, though. Let's go back that way quick just to see what's there. Can we open up this? Yes, we can. So in theory, we can go this way, which bypasses the jumpy puzzle. Is this the tram? Currently locked it on the stove. Hi. Hi. Oh yeah, it's got teleporty attachments on it. Okay, well that's cool. Hey, bud. So to do the tram access, we're gonna need whatever that problem is, which means we need to hit this from the other side. Cool. Those things are kind of creepy. Those things are kind of really creepy. Alright, so this was kind of sort of what I thought it was. I just don't have access to it yet because it's the opposite side of the problem. Alright, fine. So I feel like one of these rooms might be a good forward base or something. Maybe it's whole damn space because there's no freaking critters here. I don't have anything to build anything, so I might have to make a second pass at that later. But through here. See it? Report it. I see. I mean, I don't see it, so I'm not gonna report it. Not yet. But if I see it, I'll report it. See? Yeah. That sounds legit. Okay, one sec. Oh, there we go. So we can't go through here. Ooh. I see it. Did it just go? I think it just went. Where was that? Where did it go? Great. Door. It's lovely. That's very helpful. Gita. Shush. Okay, I saw it for half a moment, and now I don't see it, and that concerns me greatly. Alright, what does this do?
Unbelievable.
X-ray tower. Cool. I have researched it. Can I have the ball? Layak essence. Great. Pink paint. Lovely. Okay, let's listen to Mr. Man again.
IS-091 is the most intense AV candidate we've ever encountered. Despite its appearance, it's a transcorporeal entity of some kind, invulnerable to any of the physical deterrents we've tested so far. Walls, doors, shielding, they do nothing to impede it. Intriguingly, it only appears to a single viewer at one time. Dr. Stern has that dubious honor. He identified it in the field and it followed him back here. Began materializing in the facility, looking for him like a lost puppy.
I've seen it now. I'm assuming that's the it they're referring to. Okay. Emitting extreme radiation. Lovely. I probably shouldn't keep this in my pocket for very long. Extremely poisonous. Don't eat it. -91 to all everything. Some kind of discharge recovered from IS-91 after it's exposed to high-intensity X-rays. Ah, okay. So if I see it, I gotta shoot it to get the ball of goo for whatever that purpose is. Okay, cool. I really shouldn't have this in my pocket for very long. Button. Through the door. Lovely. I need to find somewhere to put this thing. Don't really have anywhere to put this thing. Oh, that was creepy. It was very fleshy and tendrily. You know what? It's fine. We're not irradiated yet. Got my suit. We're tingling a little bit. I'll take some radiation to fix the problem later. Okay. Cascade Laboratories. Looks like we got more dudes, but I don't see any dudes. I see dude encampment, but I don't see dudes. What's this button do? No. Give me that back. Alright. If that did that, then where does that go? We went all the way through there to open up the button here. Ah. Okay. To here. Right. Alright. Are there dudes, or are they all dead? Oh boy. That's that's a bit of a problem. Anyone home? Thank you. Anyone home? Hello? Peritus S. Legate, are your brethren prepared? Our operative is in place and we can remove the dark lens when ready. He awaits only the signal. Sic Divinator, we must be aware. Removing the device will destabilize the system. It is not without risk. These are circumstances when chaos only aids our goals, I assure you. Remember, Lazon. Okay. Great. I don't think it aided your cause as much as you think, buds. Or else you'd all still be alive. Ah, yeah. They're not alive anymore. But. Alright, dead guys. Alright, dead guys. Have some lights. Have some lights. You are very dead. Oh, hey, look, it's a cot. I could have one of those. You know what? Let's take one. Have some light. Hello, Sparkle. Oh, you have game now. Wonderful. What a good guy, that page. No, break box later. Have fun lurking. I know big box. I know big box. Ooh, can I have car? Requires hot wire kit. Oh. Push. 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 That will help me get around more. Eventually. Whenever we get there. Okay, so... now I'm curious where the other thing went. We're gonna go the other thing. Where does this go? Up here. button. I'll push button. I shouldn't have pushed I should have pushed the button. This leads to 3rd floor. Oh hey, we got a quick way home. Probably should. I probably should go back and dump this highly radioactive thing out of my pocket. Maybe bring some stuff with me for easier navigation. It's also 5:20 p.m., so, you know, email. Reminder to all containment staff. This is the 3rd time this quarter I've found staff setting up containment incorrectly. I'm sure I don't have to emphasize how dangerous this is. Please make sure you are following correct protocols for each and every subject. There is no room for mistakes here. Ensure you are familiar with the protocol for the following tiers. Jura, unassemble. Solitus, uncontainable. Thella, extreme risk. Crucius, high risk. Sank, known and controlled. Ordo, benign. If you are so much as seeing these words on signs around you, you are in a place where knowing these by heart could potentially save your life, not to mention the lives of those around you. Our safety, perhaps even the safety of the world, depends on your basic understanding of the system. Let's get it right, people. Alright, Anderson. Help! Hi, Petra. We haven't met yet, but I'm new on the IS-91 project and wanted to check something. I'm seeing 91 right now. Should I be reporting it? Hi, Kay. Just log it in the daybook that you're its current target. That's all you need to do. Oh, great. Now I'm never going to relax. There's nothing to worry about. It's contained and it'll switch soon enough. Get rid of it. While visiting Cascade last week, I was given a tour of the primary containment chamber. Let me be very clear. Things like IS-513 should not be stored at any of our facilities. I'll talk to Keystone if this doesn't change. I want it gone. I apologize for the discomfort caused by the presence of 513, but as Gates Research Director, I remind you that we secure these things for the exact reason you're emailing me right now. We can't figure out what exact property is at play here, but you seem rather susceptible to its effects. In short, we all hate it, but we can't let that stop us doing our job. I understand what you're saying, Derek, but there's something wrong with that thing. You can feel it. Frankly, I can still feel it. The effects should fade. Try to think about something else in the meantime. I forward you some of our trading reference for breaking soft sea hazard links. It should fade quickly, given that you're all the way in NYC. Remove it. The hate-inducing table. Ah, when he said, I hate it, it's because it's making him hate it. Got it. Howdy, Knight. How you doing? The spacing of the gap just above and between the 8 and 9 is different than all of the other spacing. Which version of the Windows calculator are you talking about? The current one? Or a different one? Because I'm looking at the current one, and it appears fine. Looks fine to me. At the very least, I'm not susceptible to it. Haha! You can't hit me with your SCP bullshit. Haha! Alright. So I push the button. We're gonna go through here. We're gonna wind our way back. Kablamo. That did not teleport me where it was supposed to. Now I'm somewhere where I don't want to be. I mean, it's fine. It'll be fine. I just don't want to be here. I wanted to be where it was showing me. It's fine, I guess. I can make my way back from here. I just wasn't expecting to be here. I was expecting to be somewhere else. Whew. Hi. Could you not? Please, sir. Actually, could use some meat. Gimme. Yeah, I was definitely not expecting that to be my teleport location. That teleport is wrong. I was lied to. I would guess that it's a Windows 11 thing, specifically for different monitor configurations, perhaps. Because again, it looks fine to me. At the very least, if it is different, it's so minorly different that it's not visually impacting me. Okay, so we're home in time to get set up for the next day. I don't have any way to make my journey easier next time, other than the ramps. So I'll build a set of ramps. But let's get everything recharged. I have an octopus painting. This is wonderful. This needs to go in a prominent location in the base, right above the front door. Perfect. I have the cot that I think I will take with me. I could make a real bed. I guess that wouldn't be a problem. Now we'll take the cot with me. I don't need a good night's sleep. I just need a night's sleep. This thing can go in a box. Got a bunch of ammo. Got that. I'm gonna ditch the bucket, because that's just taking up space in my pocket. My potatoes are gonna be dead. Can I fry the potatoes? No. Yeah, no. This requires baking in an oven. I cannot fry the potatoes. Can I soup the potatoes? Not without a pot. I can't. Okay. Well, it's fine. Whatever. They'll just grow. Are you good? Yeah, you're good. Well, definitely not for me, Knight. Definitely not for me. I still have plenty of ammo. I didn't even fire a damn thing. Cot in my pocket. We need to make the ramp. Oh, also let's do some research. So, the X-ray tower. Sure, refined carbon. Lab burner. Something glass. Keyboard. High-powered stationary tower capable of turning away or suppressing X-ray sensitive entities. Okay. So I'm assuming that's referring to the floaty guy. Projection matrix. Alright. Pest teleporter. Jailbroken CPU. Power cell. Fantastic device capable of converting resources into freshly teleported pests. I'm not entirely sure why I would need that, but okie dokie. Pink paint. Ball. That thing. That thing. Pink paint. Lovely. Well, darn. I was going to make something, but that's okay. We'll wait until morning. Names. Howdy, Ice Sucks. Welcome. I just heard the sad little I'm gonna be hearing that a lot, aren't I? Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Oh yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Great. Oh, that's right. Do you get shotgun? Nope. It wheezes. Oh, it wheezes. I don't know what it is. I just learned about it. I didn't know it was going to be hostile. Okay. Well, that's cool. I got that thing after me now. Great. Great. So, according to the information, it picks its favorite friend and follows them occasionally. There was nothing in there about it being combative, or hostile, or trying to hug me. None of those things. So that's new. Yeah, and they said no physical barriers will block it. So that's, yeah. I like that less and less. But that means I need to do my best to make the X-ray gun as soon as possible. Because that's the only way I'm going to survive that thing, other than running and hiding. Cool. Wonderful. Lovely. I don't have any non-physical barriers, so I can't test that theory. Alright. Okay, well... At least I know what to listen for. If I hear the then I know that I'm in deep trouble. And that is not a noise I was expecting to be terrified of. Alright, well, let's have this while we wait. And that's going to lead to needing to poo. I'm also going to grab the last bit of that and then not make any of that ever again. That was the sugary slop that I believe was made out of the... I think that was made out of the ice cream. Well, it makes you poop more. So if I happen to need to poop more, like if I need to make more soil bags and whatever, then I'll make more of it. But for right now, it's more of a nuisance than anything. My poop's gone. My poop's gone. I'm gonna need to remember to empty out the poop then. I thought the poop was gonna stay in the toilet. It apparently does not. Unless I emptied it and don't remember it, which is possible. Okay, almost morning. Do I need a sip? I need a sip. Let's have a sip. Okay, so as soon as morning strikes, I need to make ramp. No. I need to make 2 ramps.
I should probably locate a restroom.
Let's go with 1 bridge. Air feels different, you say? Great. Something's gonna teleport in a moment. What's teleporting in? Is it our friend that goes, eh? Or is it something else? Ah, those guys. Alright, that's fine. Let's just confront them head on.
Enemy! Replay!
Yeah, Repleo. Alright. Get fucked, sir. Didn't drop anything else useful? Nope, just the ammo. Okay. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, so I got my ramps, I got my bridge. I think we're ready for the long journey. If I go back through here... That was people. That was definitely people, Sparkle. So the description of this game basically says you're trapped in a facility full of monsters and a military organization raiding the place. I don't remember the exact wording of it, but basically, yeah. So we're combating peoples and not peoples. Yes, that was living people. That was not like creepy doppelgangers or whatever. However, I do have creepy not people ready to chase after me at any moment. So brace yourselves. Ah, I need to go in there. No zombies. No zombies whatsoever. Okay, now we're here. I would have warned you if there was ambies. Closest thing we're gonna get to a zombie in this place is someone dead lying on the ground. Trails of blood and stuff. But definitely some otherworldly creepy things. I don't know, I damn near had a panic attack going through one of these areas. So, that's cool. Alright, we're gonna have a nap. And I can say it was panic attack worthy enough that if I had to go through there again, fully knowing what I was up against, I would still probably nearly have a panic attack. Oh, hey, dead guy. Sorry, dead guy. We got money and duct tape. Money and duct tape. Lovely. The seat is blocked. Oh, I was gonna ride the chair. I might need this. There you go. You know what? I realized I teleported back, which then made me bypass the spot that I brought the ladders for. So we need to go back and install those things so I don't have to worry about it again. Why did I go through there? There was an open door right next to it. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. So you... Oh. They don't really fit. I see. Oh, right. Gotta build it first. Weird. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try it maybe up here. Maybe this isn't going to be worth doing this. Okay. And once again, we can't climb the ramp. I think they broke it. So we're gonna install this anyway. Oh, yeah, they broke it. Oh. I used to be able to climb up those ramps, and I used to be able to build this bridgey thing off of those ramps. So I think the recent update broke these. So that is unfortunate. What is the point of that? Alright, alright. Okay, so we can... Maybe this is how the bridges were intended to be built originally. Something like that. Because they definitely did not do that with the rampy things. So maybe that's a thing. Alright, well, I was kinda hoping. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll carry these things with me, and I'll scrap them if I can't scrap them, can I? In that case, then, I think I would go through the teleporter, drop them off in the nearest box, and leave them there for a while. Stop with the noise. Teleporter, 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 teleporter. This way. Teleporter. Yeah, that is definitely not. So this is the level 3 silo 2 viewing space, right next to where I had one of my bases. That's not where that takes me. So that's gonna be reported, I think. Just slap of that in here. That's fine. Okay. Took a little bit of time. That was unnecessary. Now that I realized none of that was going to work anyway, but that's okay. I need to look to see if anyone else is reporting the ramp problem, because the ramps are kind of useful sometimes. Oh, that's pretty. Lovely. Can't go that way, but it's pretty. Certainly a noise. Oh hey, nice. There's a lot of switchbacks in here, and a lot of them don't feel necessary. What on earth is that noise? That's the tram? Oh. Oh. Weird. Hang on. Nope. Nope. Okay. I was just looking to see if there's any other direction. I guess there kind of is. Let's do it this way. Nope. Okay. Something is honking. Alright, let's see where this takes us. This is not a tram. This is just a big-ass elevator. I don't really have any clue where I should be going. What the devil? So let's go this way. Someone's having a very large, loud day over here. Great. That's a good thing.
You look familiar.
Hi.
Oh, it's you.
It's you.
I came through the hole some maniac blasted in manufacturing. Obviously, I was planning on getting through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator. but it's covered in some muck. Typical. I suppose they'll have something to deal with that in the containment block, but the place is completely locked down. It never ends. I really need a coffee.
What if I brought him a coffee? Keypad hacker tier 3. Lovely. I'll probably need that.
Whatever's going on, it'll be something to do with their work in containment block.
Oh no.
Those cowboys can't
no.
tell a boson from a
Heard that.
bath mat, and sometimes I wonder if they even care. As soon as they set foot in another dimension, all good sense goes out the window.
How did I hear that? We got Groany McGronerson over there, and this guy talking up my ear. And I still heard the
Sometimes I think Sukov arranged all this just to spite me. Please, let me be. You're not helping anyone.
You're not helping anyone.
There are things in this sector you should just leave completely alone. You'll know when you see them.
You mean like the floaty tentacle thing?
Whatever's going on, it'll be something to do with their work in
keep talking.
containment block.
Ah.
Those
The
cowboys can't tell a boson from a bath mat, and sometimes I wonder if they even care. As soon as they set foot in another dimension, all good sense goes out the window.
Okay, so here's a problem. Oh. The creeping crystal. So here's a problem. I suspect that once I get the button, the unlocky button, I'm gonna break a whole bunch of stuff. I know, he was whispering sweet grumblings in my ear. Once I get the key to unlock whatever's going on here, it's probably gonna throw open all of these containment cells, and I'm going to be screwed. It'll be a magical, wonderful way to die, I guess.
Janet, wait for me!
Janet. These two. Friends? Did you get your friend?
You're back.
Are you feeling alright?
Am I feeling alright? Are you feeling? You're covered in blood. Am I feeling alright? You too. Look at you talking around the water cooler like nothing's
Glad
wrong.
you're still with us.
But you look terrible.
Hey, rude.
Janet got us back into labs, and we had a plan, although it didn't quite work out.
Exactly like the cabin.
Now, we've got a new plan. But first, we need to get into the containment block
But
and
first-
access our equipment.
But, wouldn't you know it, they've revoked our security clearance, because who needs it during an emergency? I suppose we could head back to Office Sector, down that way, and hope Warren's got a plan to save us. But that's about as likely as Thule winning a Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
We've got to find some other way into the containment block, or this is the end of the road.
Alright.
I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, so let's just say there's certain substances in the containment block that could be very helpful right now.
We just need to get in there.
The wildlife pens are full of testing gear, which could be useful, but it's an absolute zoo in there right now.
We could try the adjustment wing, too. Every time I'm there, they've got some new piece of fancy equipment. They get all the new gear.
Is that a new cola machine? The Kiz Cola. I have one. I have. It's $5 a pop. Buy one. It's radioactive.
I hear those gun-toting apes stole the dark lens and caused this whole kerfuffle. Didn't you work on that project, Janet?
I advised Abe. What are you trying to say?
A strange soda from a strange vending machine. Gate Immurement Registry IS-53 Jura. Alright. So apparently, this is some sort of entity. Alright.
Have you seen that strange material growing on the vacuum chamber? They've totally let the sector go.
I haven't been there for a while, but it can't be as bad as what happened in reactors. That took months to clean up.
It happened again. It's really bad. Okay, so we're gonna wander around, see what we can find. Work smart, use it or lose it. So there's a lot going on here. There's a whole lot going on here. Things aren't loose in here trying to kill me, so I appreciate that. Yep.
The self-painted variants of IS-184 are truly intriguing specimens. These priests or monks show clear indication of tool-making and ritualistic behavior. It seems to have formed a rudimentary civilization in one of the Antiverse 2 locations we've accessed. This raises intriguing research questions, as well as some ethical implications, I suppose. Though I'd note that these haven't stopped us previously.
Indeed, Sparkle. Dark times indeed. $5 for a soda. Yep. That's crazy talk. Money. Briefcase. I don't need it. I'll take it. Okay. Let's continue wandering. Should I drink the cola? It could just be good cola with a little bit of radioactive zing to it. Am I thirsty? I'm thirsty. Let's have a drink. Better be the best damn cola of my life. It was good. It was fine. Alright. I think it provided the same benefit as the sugary slop, which is the sugar high. Alright. It might also be the last goal of my life. Indeed. Alright, we all reloaded? Yeah, we're reloaded, okay. Okay, so he's there doing his thing. Maintenance access to the pens. That feels like a bad plan. Well, this is the pens, I guess. Purple puppy. Purple puppy.
As we dispatch our TR teams to further regions of Antiverse 2, they return with new specimens.
Friend?
Most of them variations of a few basic forms. When introduced to the gate facility, these organisms continue to evolve rapidly, acquiring new behaviors. It's my theory that the entropy delta is responsible. How far this evolution will extend remains to be seen.
I have just narrowly survived, Sparkle. That's what I've done. Just narrowly survived. Power socket. Okay. I don't need more wheat. So we'll leave that as it is for the moment. Purple puppy. But you have missed me giving up on looting everything in sight. I know. It's weird. Barrel. I don't even need the barrel. I have too many of those. Sure.
Though we haven't yet captured a complete specimen of 139, Dr. Thule took a sample of its dust. but this raised more questions than answers. Foremost, 139 appears primarily to be a host rather than an individual. Pendleton theorizes 139 may be suffering an infection, which will require tests to ensure no cross-contamination can occur. And if true, we're unsure whether its behaviors are innate to the original being, or a byproduct. It's quite a tangled web, really. We'll need more time.
Okay. I don't know if I remember which one 139 is. Every time we get something SCP-ish, where we refer to everything by their designation numbers, I have a hard time keeping track of which one's which. Just slapping numbers on stuff doesn't really help me remember things. Gil. Okay, so these are different monitors. I need to break one and see if they have different stuff in them. Liquid crystal. They do have new stuff in them. Okay. Good, good. Time for a spreadsheet. No. They have a pretty active wiki community, so if I need to look something up, I can. Alright, so what do we got for liquid crystal? Wrong button. Liquid crystal. Laser trip mine. That sounds delightful. Keypad hacker. Okay, so we're gonna need this. So we need the projection matrix, we need the quantum glass, we need my previous hacker, and a memory brick. I make those things. Memory brick. Oh boy. Liquid crystal, maybe. Jailbroken CPU, sure. Some military electronics, and the fan. I was wrong. I need the projection matrix. Okay. So we need the memory brick, which means we need a jailbroken CPU, which I don't know how to do. We need the projection matrix, which I can craft according to the green icon, but I don't have the recipe for it yet. Jailbroken CPU is not a craftable, so I'm assuming it's an upgraded version of the regular CPU, which comes from bots, maybe? Okay. Ooh, computer. So what I'm kind of thinking, Sparkle, is there's an update coming, unknown time frame, where they open up an entirely new sector of the lab. And I might be open to multiplayer by then. Unbelievable. I'm not sure how to handle this. I wanted to send a note to all staff working with IS-93, but, well, you know the problem. I'm unaware of any problem. Exactly. That's the point. It's impossible to even talk about it. The research is getting impossible. We've established protocols, so as long as no one's so long as no one's informed, they're safe. Not talking about it is the point, let alone vaccinating people. Ridjack knew what he was doing. Be patient. It may be slow, but it's worth the caution. Imagine what would happen if this thing got loose. What thing? Exactly. I know of some, yes. Problem is, I don't know how many multiplayer this can accept. So we're gonna have another battle royale. We know nothing. Sometimes I get tired of the mysteries, you know? That's why we're here. That's the science we're doing. But it's just moments when I've had enough. Like 166, for example. What do we actually know? It's made of some kind of crystal, but no one knows what sort. It's 3 times heavier when it's upside down, and no one knows why. And for some reason, it was hidden inside a goddamn Berlin Wall. Surprise, surprise, we have no idea how it got there. There's reason for all of these things, even if we don't know them yet. I know. But just occasionally, sometimes, it can feel like we know nothing at all about any of the stuff around us. Then I start questioning everything. Probably just need more sleep. That's fair. Dr. Jagger's finding. Or it could be Jaeger. Who knows? Jay, I have an inquiry about Dr. Jagger's project. He seems to have access to some rather exotic equipment, even by Gate standards. Who's funding his research? No one's talked to me about it. For that matter, does he actually work for us? He doesn't appear in any employee files. Jagger knows what he's doing, Michael, and he's extremely useful. That's all I can tell you right now. I'm afraid. But he's a nice guy. Alt Venture. Okay. That's vaguely helpful information. Oh, we have a kitty pushing buttons. We have a kitty pushing buttons. I've been scritching his head, but it's not been enough. He is now demanding keyboard time. Oh. Where's this? Oh. Okay. Neat. So we went... we have him again. No. I'm going the other way. I would rather run into the cell blocks full of monsters. Oh, okay, well, fuck. 1 to 6 players. Oh, okay. I heard you. I heard you with your Stop with the No. No, I'm being followed. I don't like it.
Power services for today will be stopping momentarily.
Crap.
If you have any specimens outside of containment,
Okay,
return them.
this place is
immediately.
lovely.
Have an efficient and effective evening.
No, stay away. Stay away with you and your No, no, No. Stop. This place is lovely. I also don't know how to get out of here. No. Hey, fuck off, sir. No. Back off. Robots. No. And he's gone. Okay. Whew. I don't know the I don't know his process. Ooh, good fuck up. Ooh, boy. Alright, we're gonna... Great. Are you gone? I don't think he's gone. I don't trust him. Alright. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, can't make it out of here by night. Alright, we're gonna hide. I think I need to hide for the night. Really don't like that thing. It's really spooky. Okay, it's entirely possible I need to face down one of the big robots in this area. Which means I probably shouldn't be hiding for the night. But also I don't want to not hide for the night. Why? And he's gone. Okay. An astronaut? What are you talking about? I don't like how this game is having loading problems all of a sudden. Ah, that's what's happening. The security robot's fighting off against a teleporting little critter. I think it's just world is loading in. But like this area is more complex than the previous areas, so it's like chunking and stuttering whenever it loads in. Alright, I'm gonna kill that security bot. Or I'm going to try my damnedest to kill that security bot.
All vacant perforations will be resetting in 3.
But after they're done with each other, I'm gonna let the
2,
little critter do as much damage as it can.
Reset complete.
Oh no, I think I heard him. I think I heard the. I don't like the. Spooky. It's gonna be a long battle. Alright, well you guys continue having fun. Don't look at me. Alright, maybe I shouldn't be that close. That battle's gonna go on all bloody night, isn't it? Alright, I need to intervene. Alright, we're gonna... Great, I just got scrapped. Okay. So, robot. Are you an invincible robot? I think this robot might be invincible. I don't think I like that. It does seem to be weakening. I think. Not entirely sure. All I gotta say is if I had to do this when this thing was active and fighting, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's definitely weakening. You can see its texture getting funky. But it's taking more weapon than I have. It's also daytime now. It's taking more time than I have. Huh. There we go. Well, that was exciting. So we definitely got the jailbroken CPU out of that. And some pops. Oh, it drops kids too. Nice. Alright, cool. Let's have some snacks.
Alert! There has been a complete containment failure. Please make your way to defense sector by any means available. Have an efficient and effective day.
Okay, well, if I ever had to do that under normal circumstances, I'd be screwed. So I need to solve that problem. I'm assuming I'm going to get better weapons then to deal with it, because I certainly don't have the means to deal with it in my current situation. My shotgun's almost broken. My sword's almost broken. It's just not a good time all around. I wash myself. There we go. Friendo, get out of here.
Corruptio!
You're Corruptio. Get out of here. Alright, we need the tram station keys, so it's fine. We're just not gonna get what we need out of this until we progress. So I'm gonna dump a couple things in here. Doesn't really matter what. That's fine. Good. Okay. So I got the thing, which is great. I think I got the thing well earlier than I was supposed to, but I got it. Now we have so many different places to go. We're still on one of the floors, and I'm not even remotely close to finishing sifting through this mess. Continue this way. I know. So many parts. Hi. Bye. Button. Oh, you're still alive. Okay. Oop. Alright, fine. Still curious if these guys have anything inside of them, like electrical bits. They do. They have capacitors, explosive sledge, and electro thrower. Electron grenade. Okay. You are just full of an Exor heart. Okay, that's fine. Whew, boy. Alright, this way is not openable. Okie dokie. Fuck it, take it. So this leads here. Wow. Way to break stuff, little guy. Way to break stuff. Lab mask. Lovely. We got stuff in here. There's lots of cabinets too.
That is Joe. Feed is a liquid.
He looks like a new dude, which means he's probably more powerful. Not sure I'm ready to deal with that. Did you notice me up here? Good. A lot of dudes in here. Alright. I don't like that at all. Mind if I take your button, sir? Here, you and I, we're gonna listen to this.
Note on IS-102. We have determined the bacteriophage recovered by Lenora's team from Antiverse 16 is a form of symbiote used by local species to assist mating. You could almost call it a love potion. Preliminary tests show the effects on mammalian biology are extremely traumatic. I have suggested Dr. Tenku not include images in her first report, if she wishes to continue her research.
The love potion. Alright. Optical components. Last Wednesday, I needed to substitute an optical component, so I borrowed one. I borrowed one of the AV gems they're studying in the adjustment wing. Someone who I won't name suggested I get liquid crystal from one of those broken CRT monitors they use in the lab, and it worked. Until Moyer heard about it and got worked up. He said I was misusing company property or some nonsense like that. The guy is paranoid. He'd be furious if he knew how much jerry-rigging stuff in this AC is running down here. Alright, so that's the liquid CRT. And this is the... okay, so this is the picture indicating that we get the bot, the new CPU from the bots. Got it. It happened again. James, it happened again. The intake got clogged on the 94 processor and it just stopped. I checked in the morning and the cell was knee-deep in crystals. We've got to make sure this doesn't happen. I hear you. I'll put Dayton on it. He had some ideas for improving the failsafes. Thanks. Can you make it quick? I did some rough calcs. If this happens and we didn't notice for more than 36 hours, the facility is going to have a serious problem. It'll breach other cells. Roger. I'll check with Wakeman too. No idea what he's doing with the stuff, but I'll tell him to expect a full-size load this afternoon. We'll beef up the monitoring too. Too much crystal. Derek, there's a project I've only recently become aware of. It's been designated as IS-60, but I can't find any record of who's started working on it, or who's responsible for it now. None of the people named seem to have ever worked at any gate facility I'm aware of. Yet paperwork continues to appear. Who is P. Libwell? Their name comes up on a lot of the paperwork. I looked into it, and honestly, I'm baffled. It's impossible to know what's being talked about in the paperwork. Who wrote this? I wouldn't be surprised to discover this is something to do with Shadowgate. Gatekeeper's accountability is a joke. I thought about that, but it doesn't add up. Gatekeeper's reports don't sound like this, and these aren't any of GK's staff we have on record. Are you sure none of your staff are working on this? I am certain none of my team are working on this. I can't even find a record of who filed it as IS-60. I'm sure we both remember signing off on that designation. I suggest we don't tell anyone about this until we understand more. Bring it to the next exec committee meeting next. Agreed. If this is another prank by the accounting department, I will raise hell. And, my fellow, I will be right behind you into the breach. 60. Secret project. I can't read that. Just says data redacted and something. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we're fine.
Do you see anything?
Definitely gonna need more weapons to deal with these dudes. I could try to deal with him and see how much of a pain he's going to be, but I am running a little bit low on supplies since I fought that robot. So I might need to not for the moment. Ah, map. Lovely. Map acquired. Wildlife Pens map. Okay. So where are we now? We are... I don't know. Let's see if we can get to the office sector. Where are we? Here? We came in here, collider access, I think. Lobby, particle lab. No, I think we're in this hallway here, slightly curved. So I need to go that way, which is that way? Office. Yes, I can read maps. Hooray. Because this might at the very least open up an access back to this place. Yes. I was kind of hoping it wasn't a class 3 clearance thing. Okay, so this back to the main lobby hall. Okay. Look at him run. He's already running. Why are you running? I didn't do it. Alright, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. So that leads back to here. Wonderful. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Alright, well that's wonderful news. That means that we can get back there without going through the nightmare trek that is the manufacturing access. You're too weak to climb this sort of rope. How much strength do I need to climb that sort of rope? I have no idea. None of these unlocks tell me that I can climb those ropes. But I wanna. I'm fine. Man, this facility is intense. There's a lot going on here. Okay. Meat can get put away. You know, we're gonna cook these. Just get some cooking experience. We need to do some recharging and some repairing. Okay. Repair. Okay. Let's empty out pockets and also research. So we got the idea of the plug board to plug more things into stuff, I'm assuming. That one, that one, that one. Plug board allows connecting even more devices into a single power socket. Can be mounted on almost any surface. That's good. My plug strip has been great, but the plug board could also be useful. We also have new weapons. Electro thrower. 2 electric components, I don't know, that thing and that thing. Supercharged electricity throwing short range cannon. That sounds exciting. Electron grenade. Stuns enemies for an extended period. The explosive sledge. Now this goes under the category of way too many heavy weapons that I can't use. I know, I want an electro thrower too. Sounds kind of neat. Like, I built this thermal mallet ages ago. Couldn't use it. They built the Peccary Club. Couldn't use it. Not even going to bother building the explosive sledge because I won't be able to use it. I'd love to be able to use it, but training up to get enough strength for that is a nightmare. Still no better other weapons, though.
I may soon need the facilities.
I'll get you facilities, bud. Don't you worry. Put that in there. Lab mask. So lab mask, wearer is immune to spores and other airborne viruses. That is roughly the equivalent of this hazmat suit that I've been wearing this whole time. I feel like I shouldn't be able to wear that all the time. It supposedly makes you too hot, and supposedly makes it so you get thirsty too often, but it hasn't been a problem. So maybe I hate to say it, but maybe they need to upgrade the penalties on it, because otherwise there's no penalty whatsoever for wearing it all the time. And then there's no reason to not wear it, so you're always immune to spores and viruses and nearly immune to radiation. I'm too good at managing my resources. That's entirely possible. And I know that that would be a different problem in multiplayer, where, at least in the early game, there aren't as many suits available. So then one person would be dedicated as the suit person until more suits could be acquired. So that's certainly a problem to deal with. You glazed over the fact that I'm kicking the loot-itis. I mean, I'm not kicking it, necessarily, but I am not looting everything I see all the time. Because I have so much loot. I have almost 2 rows of lockers full of loot. So now I'm being more selective about what I'm looting, and then coming back in my off time to loot the rest of it. So I'm not kicking the loot-itis, I'm offsetting it. Bubble boy. Bubble boy. Bubble bubble. 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 You were so proud. It's all gone. It was nice while it lasted. Alright, we are at 3 something. I'm gonna need to use the turlet. So use the turlet. Let's see how far we can get towards the new key. So we need the memory brick, which means we need the projection matrix, which I don't have the recipe for yet, so never mind. I got exactly 0 towards the key. I do have the jailbroken CPU though, so that's good. I'm baffled by this one. I don't have anything that requires pressurized air. But I got this in the manufacturing facility, and we're past the manufacturing facility now. So this might come in handy later, but it just doesn't feel like it has a use at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get better. I just have a problem with limited, highly necessary items. So, like, I'm looking back at, like, Green Hell, for example, where having a pocket full of mushrooms may be a hindrance to my pocket, but very necessary when it comes time to needing to be alive. Whereas, like, in this game, the loot is limited. Like, all or most of it doesn't respawn, but they throw so much at you that it's not a huge problem, and it's always still there to go back to. So it's not like I have to rely on, you know, the rare chance of something spawning. I can see that the thing is there, and I can go back and get it whenever I damn well feel like it. And I can also stuff things in random boxes and come back to those later as well. So it's easier to kind of squirrel stuff away. Whereas, again, like Green Hell, you don't have random nooks in trees that you can squirrel away your resources in to come back to later. You either have to stop and build a base or you're screwed. So this game is providing me an outlet and a way around my loot problems. Do I need to... I don't need to wash. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. It is nightfall, but I'm good. So we're just gonna go back. So what's up here? Might be back to a place I've already been, but... Oh. Right. Never mind then. I'm not going that way. Something's grumbling and making noises. Ah, it's you. Alright, now, where am I going to find things? I wasn't listening to what those guys were saying when they told me how I could try to get through places. So that was probably not a good plan. But we have so much place to look through. Like this is the wildlife labs. And I could definitely try to find my way down there. I think there was a way to get down there. But I'm wondering if there's anything down there I need. The purple puppies might have something. Like if I kill one of them, they might have a bit or a piece I need.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. When I visited Dr. Stern's laboratory today, he was acting oddly, even by his standards. He seemed extremely agitated, speaking too fast to follow. And I saw the empty can from IS-53. I would have thought a man of Dr. Stern's apparent intelligence would know better than to imbibe beverages from a dispenser that appeared literally from nowhere, restocks itself, and cannot be turned off. I will be pushing Anderson to review the protocols that allow such a device to sit in an open hallway.
He's knocking someone's buzz. What the hell, man? Alright, get into the containment block. Abe and Janet's security clearance has been revoked. They need access to equipment in the containment block where they used to work. Although I'm not exactly sure what they're planning. Access the containment block. Dr. Thule wants to get through the vacuum chamber at the surface elevator in the security sector, but the door is covered in some weird alien goo. He thinks there's tools in the containment block to help remove it, but first we have to find a way past all the security systems. Alright, make it through the labs. Singularity opened, an exit to the lab sector. Okay, so that's to get us there. Alright. Okay. We'll take your monies. Take your duct tape. We'll take your bullets. We'll take your duct tape. I don't really feel the urge to go through all your lockers at the moment. How bad is my Geiger problem currently? Let's check my... .2 rads. That's great. I'm doing fine. I guess I'm taking this with... No, I don't need to take this with me. Let's go in a locker. Later. Okay, well... I guess we're opening this up. Why? Not a good time, bud. Alright, got a lot of dirt in here, which is great. I don't need it at the moment, but I will eventually come back and get it. There we go. Alright, so I see purple puppy dog. I need to see if purple puppy dog is going to be a problem. I think purple puppy dog is going to be a problem. It shoots goo. Why do you shoot goo? Why do you shoot goo? I don't like that you shoot goo. Alright. Let's get him up and see what's in him. Milk sack. Oh, that's delightful.
For today will be stopping momentarily. If you have any specimens outside of containment, return them immediately. Have an efficient and effective treatment.
So, the purple puppy dogs are the milk producers. Lovely. And they produce milk sacks. Wonderful. Alright. Power's gonna go out momentarily. Hey, puppy dog. Get shotgunned. Fuck. Get shot. Why is none of my ammo reloaded? Why? Milky. Lovely. Alright, anything going on in here? Hi. Great. Forgot about the carbuncles. Okay, well, I'm not doing too great right now because I got my butt licked a few times. Let's get out of here so we don't run into stuff. I think that's literally just back in where we came. Yeah, it is. Okay. 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 So, milk sac. A yeasty, milky substance inside a kind of amniotic sac. Potentially usable in cooking. Great. Cooking. So we got the sow skull. So it is a different skull than the skulls we... That's really dark. Jesus. It is a different skull, so maybe it's got different recipes. Let's have a sit. While we wait. No, in the dark. And let's read my stuff. New paint made of milk. Delicious. And a new hat, the carbuncle crest. Let's see what that does. Duct tape and all that. Carbuncle crest. A purple pinnacle of perfection. It appears to be the same. You are the king of carbuncles for the old hat, which doesn't really mean much. Or you are the queen of carbuncles, which also doesn't really mean much. They both have the same armor and weight. It's fine, I guess. I guess it's the same, just purple. It looks the same, just purple. Okay. Pockets.
I'm getting real hungry.
Oh, hey, you! I haven't seen you in a while. I don't have anything to feed you, but... Hey, bud. Let's see. We could do with... Squidge. We could do with some, we could do
Man,
with the
filing all
sippies.
those reports really worked up my appetite.
We could do with actual medicine. We're just gonna wait out the night, sitting here in the dark with our friend.
I'm getting real hungry.
Was there a switch? Are you talking about in the central purple cow room? I don't think there was a switch in there. I think there might have been a plug. We can go check it. In fact, there's no reason for me to stand around here. Yeah, the cave-looking room. Yep, just a plug.
Come on,
A
we've
floating
got
power
our
socket.
speed.
I feel like that's a way up, but also I feel like I'm not going to be able to make that jump. Because our dude doesn't really have great ups. But it's fine. I have a different way up there. It's not critical for me to get up there. What the fuck was that? Yeah, let's do a full loop just in case. Can I open up you? Can. Okay, so this goes to that place that I knew about already. Ow. Okay. I never loaded my guns before, and that bit me a little bit before. So we're gonna do that now. Alright, you. Get fucked. Okay. There doesn't appear to be much reason to go in the animal caves, or the animal pens, or whatever we're calling it. This is where I came in. This goes across that way. I didn't see that little ladder up, so let's see where that goes. Hey, friend.
Promethean!
Yeah, Promethean to you too. Bye.
Alert! There has been a complete containment failure. Please make your way to defense sector by any means available. Have an efficient and effective day.
Sneaky little bugger. No! Come back! I need that. So I'm gonna have to hunt those guys for their capacitors. But that's good. That means it's a renewable source of capacitors. And I'm okay with that. But there don't seem to be as many of them laying around. So finding all of them and their capacitors might be tricky. You know what? Let's Let's use a splint. Maybe? There we go. Right. So big and stampy. Hang on. I'm your friend. Okay. Wow, it took that like a champ. Capacitors. Okay, so we came through some of these places. Pretty sure we went in here. I need to wash myself. I'm feeling kind of gross. Perfect. It's fine. Alright. C blocks. Let's go this way. Okay, so I've already kind of used up all of the storage boxes in here.
We shall preserve the world from your folly.
You do that. I need more boxes to put stuff. This looks like boxes to put stuff. Cloth. Can slap the... Well, I'll take the meat with me. Can slap the wood, glass, glue, chemicals. The rest of the stuff kind of needs to come with me, so I did not clear up much space. The hell? Why did I just now get a pop-up message for the Electropest? Why is that a thing that just happened? Alright. Email. I don't know where I am currently. Webbing infestation. We had another webbing infestation in Anning last week. I put in a request for more of that gel from Antiverse B. It's the only stuff that can get rid of it. But Lenora had her TR team, Lenora and her TR team have been in Antiverse 3 since Tuesday, so it might be a while. We need to raise the priority on that. That webbing grows way too fast. In another couple of days, we're going to have a problem on our hands. I think Hutton's getting sick of me going over his head to Mance, but if he can't see the problem, then he is the problem. Leave it to me. Webbing. Anti-thermite. Alright, cool. Yellow paint. I've been putting this yellow paint investigation on the back burner for months now, but Mance asked about it, so I better do something. You did the preliminary assessment. Anything I should know? We have zero idea who leaves it there. We've got a dozen more samples at Rise and credible reports on at least 30 more, which makes the absence of even a single lead all the weirder. The TR team's notes make no sense either. They found it up cliffs, on the edge of buildings, even underwater. Their current theory is leading to something. But what? We've tested how many hours following these trails. For what? I ran composition tests. It's just paint. 2 words. Ordo. Strange. Uh-oh. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Bud. I was busy. Ow. Stop indeed. I don't really like the loud shout of stop. It's actually very startling and disturbing. Okay, well that was exciting. Where'd it even come from? Alright, what you got?
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director. We've discovered that direct observation from the targeted subject arrests 091's movement. It then dematerializes. Where it goes, we're uncertain. But it returns 3 or 4 hours later, seeking out the original subject. We've dosed Dr. Stern with a CNS to keep him awake, but he has to sleep at some point. And then, well, we're not entirely sure.
Great. That's referring to That's its official name now, by the way, just Oh. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, that guy. Him. And then he's gone. And then he's gone. Interesting. So we could put a cloth ropey thing down there to get out of here. Yeah, I don't like very much. He unnerves me. Yeah, thought I saw him. At least I'm getting a lot of capacitors. Remember when I said I wasn't sure I'd be able to find a bunch of these dudes? Yeah, I found a bunch of these dudes. Okay, these I think... Hello? I think these are all counted as kitchen cupboard. I stand corrected immediately. I thought these were kitchen cupboards, but they are more science-y cupboards full of science things. These ones are kitchen cabinets, so these ones might contain salt and peas and whatnot. At least they have consistent loot tables. I'm okay with this. Okay, I was reading this, by the way. Yellow paint. So the yellow paint appears everywhere. I think that this is referring to all the yellow paint on the ledges that you can climb. That's like ubiquitous in video games. And I saw it randomly out in the wild in some random location, and I pointed out the yellow paint, and I thought it was amusing. They've turned it into an SCP, which I find kind of amusing. Alright. Pluto shots. Here are those images from Romer probe. Note, these are classified tier 3 and should be treated accordingly. They have no idea we have these. Okay. Not sure why we have them, but we have them. Okie dokie. That's cool. That's fine. Do I need more of the liquid crystal, or can I come back for that? I don't have enough pocket space for that crap. Okay, so we're just going to skip that for the moment. Eh? That's a different noise. More of a grumbly noise. A grunting, even. Hello? Hello? Lots of stuff. There's so many stuff here. Ah, it's a person. I hear them muttering to themselves. Yes, hi, hello? No fucking here. Well, that's almost more disturbing, actually. Because there was definitely someone muttering in here. He might be muttering elsewhere. Who are you and where are you muttering? Are you downstairs? Oh, it's this guy.
Get back.
You get back. Alright, where does this go? This goes to here. Which goes to here. Kind of a one-way down kind of situation. What about over here? Also a one-way down situation, okay. Although, these boxes. I don't think our character has good jumps enough to be able to handle that. Where does this go? Hang on.
Corruption.
Oh, damn. I was gonna laugh at him for not being able to get through the door. And then he immediately got through the door. Alright, where the frig are we? Okay. Oh. That door. Okay. Let's kill this guy. Might as well get more capacitors. He died. Ah, okay, so this is this place then. With that guy with the bigger gun that I'm concerned about. Okay. I know roughly where I am then. And that's a path through to behind that guy. Interesting.
OBS. Llevamos a ti.
Okay. Didn't really need to pick that up. Ooh, water. Oh, sure, we could use a wash. Do I need a drink? Yes. Yes, I do. Alright, and then this way is just lots and lots of boxes. Okay. I thought we'd have a way back up with the with this, but a dude can't really jump, so we're gonna try this way. See what's this way. Man, this place is a maze and a half. Okay, so this comes out here. This comes out here over that guy. That ladder leads down back to that general direction to get into the same room with this guy. Okay. Okay. Don't really have a good way out of this situation. Because I can't really drop down without losing my ankles. Let's see if we can go a different path. Can I this way? Can't. Okay, good. I can go back up here. Alright, that's good. So, I'm noticing the flying things hanging from the ceiling. I'm glad they're just decorations, but I am concerned that they might not be. Like, they're neat. I like them. But I feel like they might represent something that's going to come and try to bite my face later. Alright, where do we need to go? Sea station, toilets, that way. We've done... I think we just need to do another floor, honestly. We've been on this floor for quite some time. We've gone through the animal pens. I don't remember that little stairway space, but that's fine. We've gone through the animal pens. We've gone through the particle lab. We haven't gone through the area with the dudes with guns, because they like to kick my butt. Not really all for that at the moment. You startled me. You startled me. Good fuck, sir. Enough of your bullshit. Okay. Okay. We need to put away some things. I'll put away those things for now. Put away that for now. I will eventually find this cache of things and wonder what happened to make me put that stuff in the box. But it's fine. So at some point I need to go through here. With the dudes with the guns. I think this is the place. Yeah, that way. And to go that way through the place with people with the guns. It's not pleasant. Yeah, what he said. I could scare off this guy and push the button. I just don't want to trigger the dudes to come fight me. So I'll have to do that another time, I think. So I think maybe we need to go home, I think, first. As soon as I can remember which way home is. That way. Perfect. Because we're getting late-ish anyway, so we need to head home, dump pockets, cook up some meat, come back again, and then we need to go up the elevator tram to a different location. Because there's a lot. We've done like one of the floors so far, and only partly. I don't know why he's on his running spree. I feel like he's pre-scared of something. Are you gonna? Yeah, you're gonna do the thing. Okay. Come here, bud. Wow. We both missed. I'm gonna ignore him. You charged. You charged. Let's put some of this meat on the Barbie. I don't know. I don't think we got something else for the sow skull. If we did, I didn't see it in the list.
I should probably locate a restroom.
Okay, so we got the carbuncle. I think I will look up what I can do with the milk sack. I know it's a cooking recipe thing. So we'll look that up and see if we can make any more stew with it, because I have ingredients. I have potato, tomato, super tomato. So we have options. Missed. I missed the poop. Okay. Meats. Meats. So many meats. So many meats. That was mostly just to get cooking experience. I didn't actually need that much meat. Okay, let's take a pause for a moment, and I'm going to look through the recipe list here. There we go. Okay, what do we got for recipes that use the thing? So we've got creamy tomato bisque. Lovely. We've got mashed potatoes. And then recipes for things that we don't have ingredients for yet. Alright then. So let's make those two. I happen to have two open pots. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, bud. Hi. Alright, so we need salt. We need salt, milk, and then we need potato and tomato. Great. Alright, bud. Alright, I don't like where this is going. Okay. Nope. Goddamn. I'm trying to cook here. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Hi. I appreciate you respecting my limits currently. Hi. How are you? You know what? It's having a hard time pathing around the wall. It can get through the gate, but it can't path around the wall. And if I move, it's trying to path around the wall. So I'm going to stay right here until it vanishes. There, perfect. Love it. Okay. Alright, salt. Milk. potato, tomato, mashed potatoes and creamy tomato bisque. Love it. And salt doesn't need to go in there, so that can just go there. Great. Love it. Let's pick those up, put them back down again so they cook. Get my pockets full of stuff. Alright, new recipe for the anti-thermite. I don't even know what the antivirus gel is, but probably. Yeah. Lovely. An explosive charge made from alien residue. I don't have anti-thermite, or antivirus gel. I have a feeling we'll be getting that soonish. Let's get this recharged. How are we doing on ammo? 26, that'll do for the moment. Alright, I have plenty of ammo for the 9mm now. In fact, let's take these things. Put them in the last one. I just heard a very loud growly noise. There we go. Okay. Mashed potatoes. And that. One portion of mashed potatoes. Well, that doesn't seem very efficient. That's not cool at all. Why would you only give me one portion of that? Okay. Let's cook up more meat things. They do kind of look more like baked beans. Problem is that they all look the same in the output soup category. Every damn one of them looks the same. Maybe one day eventually they'll get their own textures. Alright, it is just about nighttime. There we go. Which means my cooking stopped, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's see, let's put away some of the meds. Whichever locker that happens to be in. There's some meds. Let's consume. Oh, we don't. You know what? We don't need to consume one. We'll split this stack to I don't know that many. No. Right. Okay. Okay. I have too many meds. Too many meds. Too many things. Put you away. 9mm can go in here. I think I have another unbroken 9mm somewhere. I don't know where it is exactly. It's in one of these boxes. It's fine. Those aren't actually being very helpful. For right now, they're just serving to torture the damn robot. Which is amusing on its own, but still. Ah, he got zapped. Okay, why are we pinning the recipes of anti-thermite? Why did that get pinned? I don't know why it got pinned, but it did. Alright. So we need the quantum glass, which we don't have the recipe for yet. We need the memory brick, which requires the projection matrix, which we don't have the recipe for yet. And projection matrix for the main thing. So basically, I don't have the recipes for any of this bullshit. So we're gonna have to keep going and trying to find more new resources to find what we can to get these things. Meanwhile... I didn't have much beyond meanwhile. Meanwhile, we wait. We're gonna wait for the power to come back on and finish cooking some stuff. I don't really have anything else to craft to keep prepared. I need to repair a couple things. Hey bud. Actually, you know what? I got snacks for you. I got these two things. And I got a potato for you. If you'll eat an uncooked potato, we'll have to see. Hey bud, how you doing? Want a snack?
Wow, great to have a friend like you.
Bud, more snack.
Thanks for the num-nums, pal.
You want to eat a potato? Get out of here.
Wow, you're really raising the bar.
Okay. He gave me pens. Alright. So toot. Do I need a snack? I mean, I could do with a nibble. Alright. So go do something else, and then they finished. Okay, potato, go away. Right, I'm gonna water those just before I leave, so that they have the biggest chance of survival. So let's finish doing repairs and whatnot. Alright, I think we're as ready to go as we can be. Could take a nap. Oops, missed one. There we go. Alright, we good? I think we're good. push. That's okay. Alright. I think I am as ready as I can be to venture forth. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm still carrying around this cot. Never really did anything about that. I should put that cot somewhere. Kind of intended it to be used for like a forward base kind of thing, but never ended up picking a spot for a forward base, and I always end up going back to home anyway, because that's where all my stuff is. Maybe I'll just plop it down in a spot somewhere in here. Maybe in that central area? What's up here? Why is there a ladder for this? No idea. Okay. Maybe in here is a good spot. This seems relatively safe. Yeah, this spot seems fine. Let's put this thing here. Get that out of my pocket. Here we go. Okay, friends, how you doing?
I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, so let's just say there's certain substances in the containment block that could be very helpful right now.
We just need to get in there.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, hint, hint. Okay, so the containment blocks. So I'm done with this floor for the moment. This is where we came in. Something growling, grumbly. So this is 9-4, which is the ever-growing crystals. Unsafe designation pending. Unsafe designation pending, making a lot of racket. Someone's making a lot of racket. And then we have containment block D-rack, which I don't have access to. So that continues to go up what appears to be several levels. So it feels like there's a lot of bloody exploration to do in here. I'm gonna go this way. See what that thing is. That looks fancy. Lens epicenter, you say? Alright. And this appears to be the goo covering the exit. Which looks lovely. Can touch it. Strange webbing. I can place my scrap shot in it. Requires high intensity chemical burn. Ah, so maybe that's where the thermite comes in. Oh, hi. Bye. I was not intending to get in your way, sir. You go back home, if you could please. Nope, okay, great. Adjustment. Alright, what happened here? You died. You died. Everyone died. Cool pistol, thank you. Oh, you're still alive.
They destroyed it.
Who destroyed what?
You know what this is, don't you?
Not a bloody
The
clue.
dark lens. The core of our perforation research. Or it was. I'd heard rumors of a threat. There are always rumors. But this is insane. They killed everyone, then removed the lens. Without it, how are we supposed to control the portals? They could appear anywhere, connect to anything.
Uh-huh.
Do they realize what they've done?
Nope. Nope. Do not. Do not realize. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I mean, I appreciate his appearance. I appreciate the tentacly floatiness of him. I don't appreciate the endless stalking that cannot be blocked by walls. Alright.
It's almost like they knew our system's weakness.
Uh-huh.
I think that's Dr. Ferenkov over there. People called it the Dark Lens, but that's so portentous. Technically, it's a tachyonic telemetry targeting unit. I should know. I invented it.
Alright.
I thought about using the portals to get out of here. Of course I did. But without the lens, they're impossible to predict, let alone control. And besides, exits ground near entries. If you don't get stranded in some random antiverse, you'll just end up dumped in another part of the facility.
Okay.
Is this my fault? It's almost
It's
like
not
they knew
your
our
fault.
system's weakness.
Okay, so Dark Lens go here. I am assuming. Okay, nothing else over here, just a big, wide, open space. Alright, cool. That was really bad timing for to show up. Because I was trying to listen to the lady and he was distracting me. Can I touch it? I cannot touch it. Okay. Alright, I hear dudes. What's with the glowy particles? What's with the random glowy particles? What? Ow. I'm glad I saw that. You are meant to go grab the bucket. And Mr. Pointy Fingers over there is meant to startle you. I am very glad I saw that first. Alright, I don't want to get the bucket now. Screw you. You've ruined it. Damn it. I don't want to get the bucket. I don't want to. Is that a zip line? That's a friggin' zip line. All right. So grumbly. Okay, let's get on to the elevator and go up a step and see what's up there. See what's making all that racket. Oh, great. Something yellow exploded. Ah, this must be the yellow paint that escaped.
Interesting.
ISO 1057 paintbrush. Wow. Wow. I don't know if I should be falling through that. I'll consider that later. I'll look and see who else is making a racket. No subject. Okay. Sank. IS 10. Missing. Hello? it's labeled as glowing shard. Let's look at glowing shard. Registry. Glowing shard. Natural anomaly. The hate-inducing table. Yellow paint. I don't see the glowing shard. First one on the list, number 10. Glowing shard. Personnel are advised not to stare directly at IS-10 for extended periods during nocturnal hours. Any staff researching removing IS-10 from containment must sign the release form stipulating the exact period of release. See? Well, it's missing, I think, or it's only visible at night, and I shouldn't stare at it. Glowing shower. What's with the grumbly noises? Is it still another floor up? Someone just being really loud about things? Brr. Brr. Someone had problems here. Oh, hey, dead guy. Rip. There's lots of dead guys, actually. More dead guys on this floor than I've seen in a long time. Dead guy. Dead guy. Nachos. Critter. Hi, Critter, come here. Come back. Come back. Nope. That looks like a new one. He's glowing green. I think this might be the one that shoots the glowing green crystal things that was taking down the excavator. This might be a problem. I'm gonna fight it, but it might be a problem. Friend? Not friend. Definitely not friend. Okay, good, cool. Right. He hurts a lot. Okay. Relatively easy to avoid the thingies, thankfully. Two shotguns to the face. Doesn't seem to phase him. Three shotguns to the face. Great. And you are very much dead. Hey, let's read the thing. More 9-1 Matt. Marta, I'm doing some work on high energy EM emitters for Frake, and I need more of that material produced by 9-1. Do you have a supply? There may be a delay on that, Varsha. The 9-1 produces the essence you're describing when you bombard it with X-rays while it's roaming. Unfortunately, it tends to disappear shortly afterwards. As you can imagine, this creates containment problems. We can either coax it to produce or keep it contained, but we haven't yet figured out a way to do both. We're working on it. So, X-ray, shoots it, gets some stuff out of it. Kind of figured that out from earlier. Rue, I just got handed an R3 for something called Grayeb seeds. Do you know anything about this? Yeah, they're new. Looks like they got hyper autonomic properties. I told Mance he'd be the best one to investigate them. Where are they coming from? Tenku's got some new teleporter. Beam samples directly from the flesh dimension. Excuse me, the what? That's what they're calling it. Great. The flesh dimension. Lovely. Where is IS-10? Hey, Fyodor. I was supposed to be running PSM tests on IS-10, but it's not there. Did someone check the shard out and forgot to fill out the form? Dr. Hammond took it to cold storage for some low temp work. I said it was fine. We'll catch up on the paperwork. We're on a deadline. Box ticking stuff like PSM can wait. Goodbye, IC. The arguments around measurement designations were getting totally out of hand with constant mix-ups between IC and IS. So I made a decision with the approval of Keystone. All subjects are now to be referred to as immurement subjects in all scenarios. Please make sure you update all internal documentation. I've also sent around a memo to the other relevant facilities, including Leaf and Haunch. The painters are relabeling the affected cells on Monday. Well, that's your prerogative. Hopefully this won't cause any of our research to get lost in the shuffle. I see. I see! Hey, buds. You having fun in here? Ah, they're having fun in here. Let's let them have fun. You guys can keep having fun. Meanwhile, I'm gonna cut this guy up and see what's inside him. Eventually, there we go. Ooh, Exor Quill. Okay. Is still. Who are they fighting? They're not even fighting him. Yeah, grumble, grumble. Oh, there's so many of them. I don't like this place. This place is scary. Everything's all big and beefy and tries to kill me. Alright, I guess we're doing this. We've got 15 shots, and then you have to reload. Ow. And then I can get it. Meanwhile, I only have so much health to go around. So that's a problem. Let's see, how am I doing? I can do with a snack. Great. I feel like the Exor Quills might lead to a neat new gun. A sharp biological quill with strange properties might be a useful ingredient. Lovely. Would be great if it were a useful ingredient. Okay, we're just opening up shortcuts. Now that he's gone, what's in here? Ah, bunch of dead guys. Alright, I'll take it. Screws. Ah. More Mr. Pointy Fingers. I see. I don't want to deal with that yet. Elevator. No pointy fingers inside? Good. There's a lot going on in this place. I definitely am going to need a base here. Because it's going to be a lot running back and forth between the two places. So I think I'm going to need to plan for that. Because it's already 5. Are you... I don't think I can cut that one up. Okay. Are you... I can cut this one up. Okay. Now. It wasn't made of meat. Great. What about this one? You made of meat? That one's not made of meat either. Oof. Radiation vest. Okay. I'll take it. Oh. Refined carbon. Okie dokie. Bionic legs, you say? And then the Sow helmet. Okay. Alright, okay. So I need to start thinking about getting out of here. You are very much dead.
Dr. Mance, Cascade Facility. 091 is contained, at last. As long as we project a strong X-ray beam and it remains steady, it seems to be no risk to anyone. Dr. Stern can sleep easy, but we do fear it may switch to another individual before long. The team have started referring to it as the Layak, its local name. Even Enderson, it seems. I suppose Cascade is its home now.
We missed a step. It's a local name, even Enderson. All right. So we have happening again. Where are you? Yeah, you're there. Okay. I don't like how it corners me in things. I don't like being cornered, bud. What's your deal? What's your deal? Eh? Eh? It's getting closer? If I don't look at it, it definitely gets closer. Okay. So it's got a little bit of a weeping angel thing going on. And if it gets close enough, it starts attacking from what I've seen. Otherwise, it just kind of makes creepy noises until it disappears. Okay, cool, great, love it. Alright, I need to find a way to GTFO, or we're staying here for the night. Hi. Not that way. Right. Got it. Understood. Aha. Oops. Where did that go? That went flying. It went over here. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm getting out of here in time. So what's this way? Oh, right, Mr. Pointy Fingers. What's this way? Okay. Lots more dead people. Okay. Okay. More guards. Who keeps putting all these Kiz Cola stickers all over the place? That would be Dr. Stern. He's been using the decal printer in the labs. He's a big fan of the drink. Is this kind of obsession one of the side effects when drinking Kiz? This kind of obsession is one of the side effects of being Dr. Stern. If you didn't want people to drink it, you shouldn't have left it in the hallway. Look, Petra, I think we've been clear about this, or as clear as we can be about juror-level subjects. It has decided it lives there. We destroyed an entire hallway, and it just moved to a new one. If we demolish every office-like hallway in Australia, it would probably just turn up in New Zealand. The safest course is to let it stay where it is, educate people on its effects, and discourage its use. Good luck educating Dr. Stern. It shouldn't exist. I reviewed the results for 169, and I think they're correct, but I just don't see how it's possible. What specifically? Where do I start? The material is immensely strong. Nothing we got can break it. It's some kind of phosphorus alloy, including according to spectrography, but it weighs nothing. It's like it's not even there. No space-time presence at all. Almost as though it's only partly in this dimension. Have you had a chance to study 52? Not yet, but this is different. If you push it, it just moves until it hits something. Zero friction, zero inertia. It's a piece of something, I'm sure of it. Some kind of vehicle? Am I to take it, Varsha? You think you found a piece of a spaceship? Actually, yeah. It's out there, but it's a hypothesis. It fits all the observable results. I just wish I knew more. Get used to that feeling. Alright. It's a thing. Get rid of it. While visiting Cascade last week, I was given a tour of the primary containment chamber. Let me be very clear. Things like IS-513 should not be stored in any of our facilities. I'll talk to Keystone if this doesn't change. I want it gone. I do believe this is more about the hate thing. Yeah, okay. So this is the same message we read earlier about the hate table. They really want us to know about the hate table. That's fair. Alright. Where are we? And do we have a place to hide in less than a few seconds from whatever bullshit is coming our way? That's a dude. That is just straight up a dude. Okay. We're gonna hide right here, I think. There doesn't appear to be any security. It's got lights, which is wonderful. Ah. That guy. Yeah, him. I wish I could hide in a locker. That'd be great. But apparently, I'm not allowed. Okay, so while we're waiting here in the basking light of the ceiling things that apparently are not affected by the cutoff power, I'm going to look at my recipes. So we now have the Sow helmet, Sow skull, refined carbon, and I don't know, rubber band it to your head. Super glue it to your head. Perfect. A helmet made of a purple peccary. Purple peccary. Purple peccary. It does have more armor than the regular peccary helmet, so that's good. Alright, what else do we got? We got water filter. Barrel. That thing.
All vacant perforations will be reset.
Water filter that fits atop a barrel to purify your
2,
liquids.
1.
Great.
Reset complete.
That will be delightful. Armor. Bionic legs. Hells yes. Cobbled together by ingenuity and a bit of hope, these legs will allow the wearer to move faster and land harder. Stronger, faster, you know the rest. Okay. Requires 2 jailbroken CPUs. Jesus. Alright. Armor 5 compared to armor 4 of the makeshift, or armor 10 of the forge greaves. So this is where I'm going to have to start making a decision about lesser armor to have more interesting things. Okay. Leather, meat, screws, carbon. Carapace sabotons. Leg protection built from the backs of many foes with some laboratory scrap holding it all together. That is 16 armor. Set bonus is thorns. Enemy take high damage when hitting you with melee attacks. Interesting. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's a new higher armor set than the forge armor. Doesn't protect bullets, but protects from melee, which is good if I'm Russian. But rushing forward, not Russian. Yeah, what he said. Alright, daytime? Not daytime yet. This place is huge. Like this is a whole thing. It's like as big as the rest of the game so far. But it is interesting. These levels are massive. They are truly huge. Because if we look at the correct button, we started off in the office sector, which had 3 levels. Lots and lots of things to go through, lots of different paths to take, lots of switchbacks, exploration, all that fun stuff. Their level design is phenomenal. The manufacturing seemed like a smaller space, but there was a lot of verticality to it. So even though it's not listed as, 1, 2, 3 levels, it definitely had a lot of different levels to it. And I don't think I've explored the whole thing yet anyway. And now we're at this place, which is just huge. Okay, so we got that guy. He's guarding a thing. I might need to deal with him. He's guarding a thing, and I think I need that. Well, I don't have any more pocket space. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Hi, kitty.
Alert! There has been a complete containment failure. Please make your way to defense sector by any means available.
Hey, bud.
Hostile.
I took your hat. Ow. Oh, you're gonna grenade me? Okay, fine.
There's no one here.
Get fucked. Okay, I need to take some of this stuff. What is that? Cloth, wood, those. They're dropping grenades now. Yes, please. They're dropping grenades now. Okay, what are you? Right, pocket space. You. Antiverse gem. Alright. Antiverse gem. A strange gem from somewhere else. Talk to me, bud.
Eric Mance reporting, Research Director. We've had an interesting development. Some kind of spore has overgrown the entire entrance of the vacuum chamber. Given the range of material tested in there, it's impossible to know how it happened, and it spreads fast, to a point. But we found a way to remove the growth. One of Lenora's crew brought material back from a fungal region in Antiverse 2.
Okay.
A gel of sorts that can be combined with basic reagents to create an exceedingly high-temperature reaction.
Right.
It dissolves this particular growth almost instantly. Harnessing the entropy delta is all well and good, but retrieving it from the Antiverse isn't exactly easy. The place makes hell look like Club Med.
Well, alright then. So that would be the thermite they mentioned. Paint. Paint. Let's see. So projection matrix. We need this one. Stapler, lens, crystal, blam. And then quantum glass. Crystal and glass. Great. Okay. So we need some of these things. Lab burner is made out of basic materials. So memory brick requires the projection matrix, which we now have the materials to make. 1 gem required. And then we also need 2 gem, 1 for this one, 1 for this one, 1 for this one. We also need quantum glass times 2, so we need 4 of the crystals. And I only have 2 of the crystals. So we're halfway to it. But we need more. I'm glad I came in here to get that, but it's not the whole story. Okay. Keep thinking I'm gonna see something in the toilet. Why are there kitchen cabinets in the bathroom? That's not where you put kitchen cabinets. Alright, let's see. This dude's here.
Get back!
Are you gonna attack me? You are gonna attack me. Stab. Oh, Jesus. That's a hell of a bonk. Okay, so this is our zip line back down to that way. Man, what the fuck? Just navigating this place. I don't even know. I heard.
Hostis. Ekame!
What if not? What if, fuck all you? Great. Shall we see where this goes? Someone is so very grumbly. Fridge, I see. We're in the break room of sorts. Lovely. Anything good in the fridge? Potato. Okay. Big green guy. D-rack containment. Level 3 button. Bye. exactly where that goes, but we'll have to find out. Bullets. I don't have room for bullets. That is a large filing cabinet. Interesting. That is not quite the same as the large filing cabinet that we're used to seeing. It's okay. It's got the same contents. Alright. What do we have up here? Nothing. Just decorative doodads. Neat. Okay, I think we're gonna need to fight Mr. Man, because I don't think I can get out of here. Yeah, our dude does not have enough jumpies. No, okay. Okay. I had loaded it. That's a problem. Alright, let's try the net on him. Not sure that's gonna help, but we'll try it. Screws. Good. They're not terrible to deal with, but with my shotgun I can only deal with a limited number of them before I have a problem. Ooh, Exor arm. Yes. Carapace gauntlets. Alright. Let's put something away so I can get that. Locker. Sure. Glass. Why not? Carapace. Exor arm. Yes. Because I do believe I need that. Ah. Okay. Good. Good, good. We're back here. I needed Exor arm for something else, I think. Oh, no. I needed the Exor arm for a stew recipe. But for now, Carapace gauntlets will do, too. Chitinous set of arm protectors built from slain beasts and a bit of scientific engineering. So this is piece number 2 of the higher armor. Let's see, where are we at? Space-wise, I think we need to leave.
Oh.
So what's the best way out of here? What's the best way home? It's been a while since I've done home. Offices. Through. Ooh! 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 Not ready to deal with you, bud. That was not the right way. Offices. Offices. Which way were the offices? Alright, I gotta deal with this guy. Alright, come here. Yep. Don't worry about it. Which way were the offices? We're in the center. To office through the wildlife pens. Big guy, big guy. I don't like that he's out here. I don't like that he's out here. Deeply concerning. C blocks, adjustment, vehicle, wildlife pens. Wildlife pens this way. C blocks, office. How have I lost it? Okay, office center. There we go. Yeah, that stuttering every time it loads a new section is a little bit rough. Hi guys, how you doing? Office. Hello, kitty.
Hello, kitty. Shush.
Man, I can't wait until they get that tram fixed. That is a journey. And we're now back to the point where it would be a lot easier if I were still at my original base. But it's fine. It's not that far away. Air feels different. Lovely. What was that? Oh, one of these. Okay. Hopefully it's not too bad. Ooh. Ah. I haven't had one of these in ages. You guys good? Oh, puppy dog. Wasn't expecting a puppy dog to come through there, but it's okay. Bad time for my spear to be recharging. Okay, I need to get crap out of my pocket. Let's see. New materials. Go in there. I don't have enough room for all the new materials. Cool. New locker. No materials, full. Other materials, full. Alright, cool. Let's see. Magnum ammo can go in there. Not that I can use a Magnum yet, but you know, whatevs. Ah, that's right, I got a new pistol. It's a true shame that these are not reusable. Might need to bring both of those with me and just burn them till they're dead. Come here. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Okay. Alright. Get a little squeegee. Key. Are you sure you want to ingest this? No. No, I am not. Meat to cook. Meat to cook. Alright, since the XOR arm is going to go away, I either need to make it into a stew or I need to make it into the new armor. Or paint, apparently. Lime paint, specifically. So let's see. Carapace gauntlets. There we go. Carapace gauntlets, 2 refined carbon XOR arms, some leather, some screws. I think it's good. So this is the gauntlets, forge pauldron. So it'll actually be lighter weight than the forge set. Little bit hazardous to miss the bullet protection, but I don't know. Maybe the higher armor will accommodate that. I don't know. I can make both pieces of this. And then I need to find more refined carbon. So, yes? Did I need the refined carbon for anything else? I need it for a lab burner. But I don't think I need it for this situation. It's really hard to know what I need to save it for. But let's go ahead and make the armor. The arm armor and the leg armor. Because I happen to have the meat pieces I need for that. So that's cool. And that does help me run faster as well. So that's nice. Now, I no longer have the full set bonus of the forge, so I'm only partially deflecting bullets. And I am partially dealing damage back to enemies that punch me. I would rather not get punched, so, you know, that's not the key part of that armor. Key part of that armor is just more armor. Kitty. Kitty, shush. Shush. Shush, sir. You go in there. I think I need to slap down another storage container. Alright. Wasn't expecting to need to do that so soon. Nope, that's not the tool I need. There. Alright, I do need more shotgun shells. Not really sure if I want to use the frag anytime soon. Whoops. It'll burn. That's fine. It'll get rotten. It'll turn into stuff. It'll be fine. No. Not, Not, again. Alright, we'll take the potatoes. and then we'll take... Hi. We're just going to leave you right there. I know you can come through the door and assault me, but you're stuck on the wall, and I'm going to abuse the hell out of that mechanic because you freaked me out. Bye. Sure. Media stuff. Plenty. More ammo.
Where's the bathroom?
Okay. Good. Alright. Memory brick. Projector matrix. We do need 2 optical lenses. So we'll need to go trade for that at some point. But we still need 2 more antiverse gems, so I can't really bother with that until then. I did want my water filter, so I need more refined carbon. I don't know where to get these nifty materials. Oh yeah, these guys. Hang on, I gotta do some cleanup. Oh. The corpse is despawned. Right. Fair enough. The dancing hot dog. Hot diggity dog. Okay, good. Ammo. Ammo and things. Oh, I was making the beat while crafting. Yes, indeed. Crafting is a nice beat. Okay. Slurpees. Meats. Poopies. I'm not good at pooping. Sleepies. It is late. I probably should take some iodine while we're waiting. Iodine. You know what? You know what? We're not gonna keep holding on to stuff. We're gonna lighten the load a little bit. We're gonna lighten the load a little bit. Desk legs, sure. Keep one of each of the things in case I need them. Oh, more in my pocket. You. Iodine, use it. Any more equipment I should be taking care of and getting rid of? Yeah, I can't actually use this gun, so those guns will stay there. I do need those. That backpack, that hat, that hat. Yeah, leather, okay. Take gun. That hat. I think the order helmet can be turned in for something, but I think it's something I don't need. Where's my screenshots? I think the order helmet is traded to the forge guy for something like a welding helmet, which I also don't need a lot of. Again, one of those things where you kind of need a bunch for multiple players, but otherwise you don't. Let's see, where's the forge guy? Here we are. Let's see. Helmet. Yeah, for welding helmet. Okay. And then for the thing we need the... Yeah, so I'm going to need to turn in 2 of the reinforced hoses to get the lens. That'll be fine. Okay, we're just consolidating all of the weaponry and ammo and stuff. Never mind. That's a bad place to do that. Pistol. All of you. Right. Still inventory. Hey, there's my missing pistol. I'll put you in there then. I knew I had another one. Just didn't remember which box I threw it in. Alright, so as soon as this is available, I have some more stuff in my pocket to disassemble. Meanwhile, let's get this thing topped up. Yeah, the forklift certification's still not working. Trams isn't working either. It's fine. Come on, nighttime. I mean, I guess I could just go, but I was dealing with inventory. cracked lab light thing. I don't think I need to hold on to. You can go back down here. Actually, I'll just dump all of these things. For the moment, I'll come back and do that later. Probably on my own time. Let's go then. With my light. It's just him, okay. Alright, this will have to be my last foray into the dark night. Why did all the lights just turn off? That's creepy, actually. And now I'm looking at the time, and I don't have time for a last foray into there because it's going to be another like hour. So I think I need to be done for the night. I hate to say it, but it's night. It's late. I gotta sleep. So we made good progress into the labs. Found out how big and massive and complex the labs are. It's insanity. There's so much to those labs. We're gonna be in there for quite some time. If I have a moment, I will go do more looting in the places I've already been. But I don't know if I'm gonna have a moment, so you know, we'll see how it goes. Oh, ad time. You got struck by the ads. But yeah. We got stuff to do still. There's plenty more going on with this game. And as I mentioned earlier, there is an update coming that is going to open up yet another area of the game. So much more of this game to do. I'll see what I can do to speed things up a little bit, because it's kind of dragging on a little bit, but that's okay. You guys are still adding? Oh no. Well, I am winding down for the night. So tomorrow night is Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. So I got another night of figuring out what to do with myself. I think. Pretty positive I don't have anything going on Wednesdays at the moment. I don't recall actually, but that's okay. Why the bite? Why would the bite? Why you bite? You poking my nose. Look at this little kitty. Look at this little kitty. He's walking on my face. Yes, he's fighting the man. But we are done for the night. We're done. I have to go to bed. Relatively early meeting tomorrow. And I'm squishing the kitty. Squishing that cat. So, tomorrow we'll figure out what we're doing. I don't know what yet. Might be more of this, might be more of that, might be a new thing. Who knows? But, Tracy, Sparkle, iSucks, anyone else lurking? Appreciate y'all being there. Yeah. It's a good night. Thank y'all for coming. I will see you next time. Bye.